The will-he-won't-he saga that surrounded Ross Barkley in the last two transfer windows reached a conclusion in January when the midfielder left Everton to join Chelsea. The England international was heavily linked to Tottenham Hotspur for a period time, but he ended up at Stamford Bridge. Barkley has made just 3 appearances in all competitions for the West London outfit, including one Premier League outing, in which he played 54 minutes of. A hamstring injury has kept the 24-year-old on the sidelines, and he required a slow transition given that he missed the first half of the season with a similar problem that was more severe. According to The Telegraph, Barkley will return to the training field next week in a bid to fight for a place in Antonio Conte's team. With just the FA Cup and Premier League to focus on for Chelsea, the midfielder only has 9 games to compete for, potentially one more if the Blues make it into the FA Cup final. Things have not been going smoothly for Barkley, as he was also left out of Gareth Southgate's latest England squad, much to the joy of Everton fans. After hearing the news that the midfielder is on the verge of returning to training, Chelsea supporters gave their reactions on Reddit. Comment from discussion: Ross Barkley back in full training next week. Comment from discussion: Ross Barkley back in full training next week. Comment from discussion: Ross Barkley back in full training next week. Comment from discussion: Ross Barkley back in full training next week. Comment from discussion: Ross Barkley back in full training next week. Comment from discussion: Ross Barkley back in full training next week. Comment from discussion: Ross Barkley back in full training next week.